Hey guys, what's up? It's Quicksilver here, and as you can see, I'm hanging out in my witch farm. It's still producing wildly, which is awesome. I'm really pleased with it. Man, what a build! Tell ya, I'm glad to be done with it. Here comes their stuff now. See what they gave us. There we go. Couple bottles. Who knows? Anyway, so what's up, guys? I've been kind of busy, just in real life, trying to deal with summertime stuff and all that, but yeah, I've been doing a little thinking, and I think our project for the day is actually going to be building the, I guess the room that's going to house our Nether portal on the overworld side. So a couple episodes ago we built the other end, the receiving end, if you will, down in the Nether, so that we would actually have a place that we could go in safely and not have to worry about getting attacked or killed by lava. So I think, yeah, I think now I'm going to start doing some work to actually build the other side of things here in the overworld. So there we go. Nice. Still love that elevator design. Thank you, Monkey Farm. So yeah, I think I'm going to start building that. One thing that I definitely want to do with it is I want to build a piston elevator in there. And I mentioned that in my last video, and I think I've actually found a pretty decent one that I like. I built it in my test world, and it seems to work pretty reliably. So yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and get that cooking. I've got some materials that I've already got cooked up down here. You probably may have seen in my inventory when we were in the witch farm. So at this point, I think I'm gonna... What the heck? Okay, we got a cow here. I think at this point I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna head over to start working on it. So see you in just a sec. Okay guys, so I think I've got enough stuff going here that I can at least pop back in here really fast. I do have some materials kind of cooking up over there for some stone bricks, but I wanted to show you this. This is kind of how I'm gonna figure out the width of this island here. What I've done is I've already gone up the ladder here, and I have figured out that my Nether portal is actually at I guess it's Z56, which is right here, and it starts at -254, which is right here. So that's the outer dimension straight up here, and all the way over to where this fence is here that I have, -259. So that is the outside extent of it. So what I'm going to do is I've just kind of made this little staircase out of dirt here, and this takes me over to 261. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pillar up here, which isn't even really that far up, but I'm going to go ahead and pillar up here, and I'm going to create a little not a staircase, I'm going to create a ladder up here. See, yeah, you can hear that thing hissing away up there. Tell you, man, I don't know if there's much creepier in this game than the sound that the Nether portals make. So yeah, okay, so here I am. So I think if I throw some ladders on here, then I'll have an area that I can get up to, and what I'll do is I'll just leave the blocks in here, and ultimately I will replace these with some kind of a floor, and that will give me the outer extents that I want to use for my actual tower, or whatever we're going to call this thing. So let's go with the word tower for now. Alright, I'm going to take a little damage here, but that's okay. Oh, not bad. That's how you do it right there, baby. Clean living. Okay, so there you go. I'm going to go ahead and finish getting my materials together, but like I said, I just wanted to show you that, and I didn't want to come back in here and suddenly have a little ladder going up there and have you guys feeling like, huh, where'd that come from? So anyway, that is the plan for now. So I'm going to get some more materials, and I'll see you in a couple. Okay guys, so let me see where to start here. I guess first of all, I found a piston elevator that I really like. I've actually built it in my contraption world, and it does seem to work great with 1.5.2 at least. So hopefully when they switch to 1.6 they won't break it. I know in the past that was always one of the challenges with using piston elevators, so might be changing this thing for something different in a little while. Might just be repairing it, so we'll see. Or it might just work forever. To kind of explain what I'm doing, I'm trying to get some prep work done here so that I can actually tear this big old monster out of here. In order to do it though, I wanted to kind of figure out how to actually, you know what, this thing's going to start screaming as I'm going up and down here, so let's just turn that down. Whoa, hello. Let's stay on this side. Wanted to figure out how big of a pad, I guess, or a floor area that I wanted to have up here. So I built these kind of obnoxious dirt pillars. I was actually standing on top of these to pillar up. And I think it's going to be kind of a small room. I don't know. I'm hoping I don't regret doing it this narrow, because it's going to be hard to change that, I think, if I decide I want it wider later on. But I'll explain it, and then I'll show you what I'm thinking, and we'll kind of go from there. So the bridge that we're on here is pretty wide. It's actually, when I include the stone half slabs on the left and right sides of it, it's actually 7 blocks wide. So I think I want my supports to actually connect to the bridge, so I might actually remove these little areas of the floor, or at least this area of the floor, because it'll be off by one block. So, and that'll all make sense in a minute. But that way I can have my supports for this thing, which will replace these ugly dirt things, and I'll couple them over here as well, and they'll be what's holding up, or what it's going to look like is holding up the little tower that's going to have my nether portal in it. So what I've done is I've gone 7 wide so I can have it attached here, and then I've gone 10 deep with this thing, which doesn't leave us, like I said, a lot of room up there, but I'm going to do some stuff that I hope will A, work, and B, will give us some more room. Then I've also torn out this, right in the middle here, I've torn out the iron fence, and the reason I've done that is because this is going to be where we're actually going to walk into the elevator. So I'm kind of happy, because I'm going to actually need to build down a couple of blocks. I think it's, let me think, I think I need at least 2 blocks down that I can build on, so I'm probably going to have to build at least a temporary platform 3 blocks below where this is, just so that I can get all the piston and redstone work in there and then hide it. So I'll try and do something fun with that, maybe make it look like a floating minaret or parapet or whatever, I don't remember what they call them, but we'll make it look cool, at least that'll be our goal. So then once I have the elevator started, it's going to take us up. Actually, it'll carry us up right here where the air blocks are below us down there. It will just lift us straight up here, and so that's where our entrance will have to be, and that's going to be the outside edge of the room where our portal's going to be, which, as you can see, so right here is where it would bring us up, and then, well, actually right here is where it would bring us up and then push us in. Obviously the portal is way too close like this, so I think what I'm going to do, and I think I'm going to use birch wood for the floor here, so I think what I am going to do is I'm going to rip this nether portal down, and I'm going to move it over on this wall, which is why I wanted to go 10 blocks wide with it, because this thing is 4 blocks wide. So if I do an even number for the width of my room, or the length, I guess, of my room, then I should be able to center this nicely on the wall that I'll build over here. So I think when everything is all said and done, we should have a nice little room here where really the only blocks that are taken up are going to be these 4 right here by the nether portal. So I think that's going to work out pretty well for us. Again, I got a lot of work here. I obviously have a lot of stuff I got to tear out. I think this chunk of rock is, or chunk of dirt / rock is actually 4 blocks thick in some places. So I'm going to have a lot of things I've got to pull out of here, and then I've got a whole lot of stuff I've got to build. So naturally, because I don't want this to get too long, and I do want to show you guys at least some of the redstone work on the elevator, because that's probably more interesting than the build itself. I have a lot of work to do, so I'm going to do a lot of this stuff off camera, and I will come back in to give you guys updates and to show you the actual build portion of the elevator. I'm not really sure who came up with the actual elevator design that I'm using. The video that I'm going to link to, so if you guys want to check it out, it's actually pretty good. The people don't talk in it though, which is why I'm going to try and make sure that I give some detailed information on the redstone. It's one of those videos on YouTube you actually have to read, which I'm not usually fond of. Not because I don't like to read, just I figure if I'm watching video I want to watch it. But anyway, the person who posted it, I think it's MINECRAFTdotNET is the name of their channel. So like I said, I'll post in the description a link to it, so if there's anything that I do in here that doesn't make sense and you don't feel like sending me a message to ask me what the hell I did, then feel free. Hopefully you'll be able to noodle through it with their tutorial. There were a lot of comments that people had posted on the elevator design saying it doesn't work, you know, you were cheating, you were using fly mod to do it. I assure you it does work. The only thing I can guess for those people is they either didn't link up their redstone to the front of the elevator, and that will make sense later when I'm building this, at least I hope it will. Or they didn't have the timing set right on the redstone repeaters, which there's actually only 2 redstone repeaters in this elevator design, which is another reason I like it. So should be pretty redstone friendly, and I think resource friendly as well. But yeah, enough of that. I'm going to go ahead and shut up now and do some off-camera teardown and build up and all that good stuff. So I'll see you guys in just a few. Okay guys, so here we go. As you can see, I've torn out the island, and it feels a little narrow to me, this direction, but I know it's going to fatten up some. I think the actual minecart elevator is going to be 5 blocks deep that direction, so it's going to get a little bit of mass added to it, at least from kind of a side view. Yeah, we'll see what it turns into. But yeah, so here's where we are, as you can tell. I think I just did some footage to do a little vignette, so as long as I kept that, then you guys will have seen a little quick teardown of this. My portal, thankfully, when I moved it, it did link up, which is absolutely awesome, because I was a little afraid that when I went back through this thing, it was not going to take me back into the same area. Sometimes nether portals are a little fickle, and I know there's a way to fix it if they are not linked up, but I've never actually done it, so I didn't really want to do it. So I'm very pleased that things appear to have worked out, at least on the nether portal front, and I don't have to worry about fixing that. And then just for safety's sake, I'm going to go ahead and toss that wall in there so that if I go through here, I don't have to worry about getting lost on the other side. Or getting lost, I guess falling out of the other side if I come out of the wrong area. So this way I should be safe when I use this thing. And yeah, I guess now you know, actually I think I'm going to work on the elevator at this point, and I'll worry about prettying this thing up later, and depending on the time you'll either get a follow-up on the next video to show you what it's kind of turned into, or you will get to watch a little vignette or something like that. So we'll kind of see how our time runs, and in the meantime I will get cracking on the interesting part. Okay kids, so we are back, and I was a little bit wrong. This kind of weird looking build thing right here is actually going to be what's going to hold the beginnings of our elevator design. What I've done here, just to orient you really quick, is we're underneath the platform. Right here is where I had my little weird jakey ladder thing that was going up, but I've torn that out. Now the only way that I'm going to be able to get up there is by completing the piston elevator here. So without further ado, like I said, I was a little bit wrong. This actually ended up being 6 blocks wide, so I could hide all the redstone and everything by, I think it's 5 blocks deep. So it's kind of got a funky shape to it. What I've done is I placed this all down with dirt first and dug it all out, and then tried to carve away everything that I possibly could so that I could make this shape look a little more interesting. I didn't just want a block hanging off the edge here. So I think I've ended up with something that's at least a little bit intriguing that I can hide the rest of the elevator on top of, and then once I'm done I'll tear out the dirt here and enclose whatever we need to enclose. So I guess to get started, what I'm going to do, if you had your 6x5 block, this little pit right here is going to be where our first piston is that we are going to stand on to get us to move up. The way that the tutorial on this thing is, if you watch it, you'll see the guy kind of center himself in here. What I have found is, as long as you are somewhere in this if you're all the way to the left wall, it won't work. You'll bounce up and just kind of hop back down. If you're all the way to the right wall, you'll just kind of get mashed for a second by the piston behind you, but it won't work. But if you're anywhere in between, then the pistons will grab you and they'll shove you all the way up. So anyway, our first step is to throw that piston in right there, just a normal piston, no stickies yet. And then on this block next to it, I'm going to put a button. So that button is going to be what's going to control us. So once we're in here, we'll hit that, and it's going to power all the redstone that we need, and start the piston chain that's going to work us up to where we want to go. Like I mentioned, it's not super complicated, so I will go through this a little quick, and then I'll try and go back through it again just to make sure that I was clear on everything. But I don't think it's going to be too confusing for you. I guess first of all, just so I can get down to the right level, I'm going to chop that out of here. Then I'm going to place a redstone repeater here, and I'm going to leave it on 1 tick. Do not put that one on 2 ticks or anything, or it will mess you up. I found that out the hard way. Then the next thing I'm going to do is right underneath the block that has our button on it, I'm going to put a dot of redstone. I'm going to carry it back to here, and I'm going to place my second repeater, and I'm going to put that one on 2 ticks, and that one's important so that you get your timings right on your pistons. Then I'm going to drop down my redstone here, 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 and here. And actually, I think I want to... I may have to mess with my external design on this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that really quick. Sorry, guys. I forgot actually my give me that. There we go. My height for my redstone torch. There's a lot of vertical wiring with redstone that's gonna go on in this thing. So I forgot my height actually, because we're gonna zigzag these guys. My height actually needs to be 1 lower here. So I'm gonna feed my redstone directly into this block. I'm going to rip this guy out, and then I'm going to put a redstone, my first redstone torch is going to go here, and I'm going to put a block over top of that, and then my next redstone torch is going to go here. So in essence what we're going to end up with now, oh, weird lag spike. What if, no, I don't know what caused that. Oh well, not going to worry about it. What we're going to end up with now, our redstone wiring is actually going to zigzag up the back of this thing right here, based on this torch and based on this torch. And we're going to zigzag our torches back and forth, and then we're going to have power that's going to feed into, really, I've got to throw down, I guess, a wall here, so maybe that'll be the next thing I'll do. I'm going to have to get some more building materials, but I think that's actually going to be it on the redstone. So as you see, when we push that, boom, that throws our first piston up and gets us into the mix. So like I said, as long as we're here, we get pushed up. If we're all the way over here, yeah, we're just going to watch it. But we're going to actually have a wall on this side and on this side to keep us from getting too far over. If I'm all the way over here, it'll lift me up, but then the one to the right won't grab me. But if I'm anywhere in this general vicinity, it should grab us no problem. So that is step 1 of this build, and I'm going to go ahead and double check my wiring to my little plan that I have here and make sure that I didn't tell you guys anything wrong. I don't think that I did, but I will double check that, because like I said, I don't want to, last thing I want to do is create a crappy video that doesn't work for you. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and check that out, and when I'm sure that I have it correct, then I will go ahead and I'll throw in my, yeah, I think I can throw my half slabs back in here so we can just walk across into this thing. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and check all that out, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I think I have enough materials to really get a good start on this thing now. I did double check my wiring, and I think I'm okay here as far as the vertical stuff goes, so yeah, as long as it's both flicker, yeah, good deal. The one thing that I did realize before I start building up here is I need to find a way to get back down safely. It's a 12 block drop, so I don't think it would kill me, but I'd really rather not experience any sort of pain from this whole adventure here. So I'm going to go ahead and build a little water break here for myself, and I'll just dig a hole out. It should be easy for me to locate right there on the edge. I'll just have to be careful when I'm getting out of there. And I'll just use that to hold a block of water, and then I can just drop right down here, and I shouldn't flood anything. I think the half slabs will hold it in here on the top. Yeah, good. Okay, so when I get up there, I'll just have to remember to knock out the block over here, and then just drop straight down. The water should act as a brake so that I don't hurt myself. So there we go there. Yeah, I feel remotely confident that I can do this at that point, and I should be in pretty good shape. And yeah, I guess I'm going to start building our way up here. So I'm going to have to do this twice because I need a wall on both sides here, and I guess the other one will be here. So let's go ahead and get that into. I'm not sure I'm a fan of the fact that it'll have that, but that I'll have a little break, but I guess it's symmetrical at least, so I'm not too worried about it. That should look pretty good when we're done. In the meantime, is that going to be right, or do I need to go one more block back? No. Well, ultimately I will here, but not on this side. So yeah, okay, I think I'm good there. Alright, so I'm going to start walling up here. You know what? Can I do them both at once? Yeah, sweet. Okay, good. Now I don't have to worry about doing this twice. So up we go. and all that good stuff. So far no deaths on the project. That's good. Although I guess I haven't done anything super hazardous to my health here yet, right? I guess my water drop will be the first thing. Okay, now I'm not going to worry about bringing that part up under here and breaking this out, because that's actually going to be glass walled in so that I can't fall off the front of this thing when I'm done. So, and I can just bring that up to right here and I should be in good shape. So alright, so now that we're up here, let's get ourselves back down. Chop that out, and I'll just leave that out. And there we go, no damage. Gotta like that. As long as I don't hit the stone slabs there, then I shouldn't have any problems there. So, okay, let's see if I can remember how to do this now. I think I want to block that in, and then I'm going to get my sticky pistons and lay down that way, and my normal piston will lay on top of it. So what'll happen is when this thing powers, oh shoot, God, I'm lagging really bad. I'm not sure why. I hope that's not going to be a problem for this thing. Alright, well, I'm going to assume that it won't. What'll happen now is when this thing gets powered by the redstone torch that will be feeding it, sticky piston is going to extend forward, and it's going to go into this block, which is going to be being fed by a redstone wire as well, that's then going to extend this piston up. So this piston is going to push us up to this height, and then this one will grab underneath our feet and it'll lift us up to the next height, where we will have another one of these guys right here that will do the same trick. So basically my challenge now is not to fall off of these guys while I place the rest of these pistons. So I don't know, hopefully I can do it. I've done this once before, but it was in creative mode, so did I do that right? Yeah, I think I did. We'll find out. It'll be really obvious and easy to tell once I'm done here. Just gotta make sure that I don't throw any of these things right next to each other or they won't work. So alright, I'm going to continue doing this, and I will get back to you when I'm done with it, and I'll show you how we're going to finish it out at the top, because that's really the only, quote, tricky part, unquote. Okay guys, so I'm up at the top of this thing now. I think I have all my wiring done properly. We will find out soon enough. The way that we're going to finish this thing out, though, is I'm actually going to place, I'm going to basically skip a row of any pistons whatsoever, so that I just have this, and then this would be where I would be walking out onto here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 sticky pistons in the back facing this direction, and then in front of those I'm going to throw 2 blocks. I will go ahead and I'll bring this up one more here. This is actually where we're going to exit the elevator, and I want to have these blocks placed at foot height. I don't know if it would make a difference or not if they were at head height, but I know things at head height can suffocate you, even if no matter for how brief, whereas leg height will just shove me nice and easy onto this spot right here. So yeah, as you can see, I think we're going to be okay in here as far as space goes. I was a little concerned with how tight it was going to feel. To address that some, I might actually just let this be kind of open up here, but we'll see. So yeah, I think that gets us done with the placement of the pistons here. So I guess I'm going to head back down, and we'll start, ooh, that was close. We'll start wiring up the rest of this thing so that we can actually make it function and work. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to go around behind here. And you know what, let me check my cheat sheet one more time just to make sure that I think I know what I'm going to do and how this is going to work, but I want to make absolutely sure. Okay guys, sorry about that. Yeah, I just adjusted some stuff too. I'm hoping I can get rid of this lag that I'm having here. Not sure what the dealio is there, but alright, let's get this shown the road. So first thing we want to do is we want to zigzag this stuff back and forth above, you know what, I may run out of some redstone torches here, but we'll see. I think I can at least wire this side up. So, because I'm going to need a buttload of these guys. That's the one thing about this design. So you do use a lot of redstone torches. So let's go ahead and get this stuff going. I don't need you there, you there. can consolidate those guys. Okay, so we're gonna do that now. I think I can do this. Yeah, okay, good. It's gonna cause all sorts of little weirdness though. I think my best bet is just to go back and forth this way and this way, and then I think I can place on top of him. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, we're just gonna get these weird pulses that are gonna leave everything sticking out. But the good thing is we can check this actually once I get it done. You know what, guys? I'm gonna undo this a little bit, because I think what's gonna make this work a little easier on us is I'm gonna do, there's one other step that I was not including here, because when I had creative mode on, it was pretty easy to do, but I think it's gonna be a pain in the ass now, so I'm gonna just go ahead and do it now. This might fix our weird sticking out pistons thing too. We're going to drop 1 dot of redstone there too. So basically we're just going to repeat this on every level up here. So we're going to skip a level. So everywhere we have this in between, we're going to have these 2 stone bricks, and then 1 at a diagonal with a redstone torch coming off of it, and then in here, and then above it, or rather I guess on the back of these 2 blocks where we're above that guy's going to hang out like that. So then I can put my redstone dust there, and then he'll connect to this redstone torch when I place it, but that torch will be out because it has a lit redstone torch on right underneath it. So yeah, I think this is probably going to be a good way to do this. And like I said, unless I'm smoking crack, this should work pretty smoothly. And I'm not smoking crack, at least that I'm aware of. So we'll go ahead and we'll just continue this all the way up. And once we get to the top, then I will, yeah. Once I get to the top here, yeah, I think I fixed my lag issue here that I was having, but, yeah, as long as I keep this going right and we keep getting that little pulse, I guess that's a good way for me to check as I'm wiring it. As long as I have those little things happening, then I must be doing something right, because that means that the torch is powered only briefly when I place the block. Uh-oh. Oh, that's right, there's nothing there. Okay, that kind of freaked me out. Alright, so I'm here at the top now. I think all I have to do for this, I don't need that guy there at all. I want to put him there. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I can do this. No, that's not going to power those. Those have to actually have power going into them, so, or actually in a block that's behind them or touching them in some way. So I want to do, I think what I'm going to do, I think this might be what I did in my world. I can do that guy. How did I do this? Man, this is going to drive me crazy. I'm going to have to look at my cheat sheet again. I know I want to bring power up here. I think that'll work because that torch should provide power to this, which will then power that redstone. I don't think I have to have a repeater. I might have to have a repeater to get the power out of that, but you know what? We're going to take a look at it and we're going to see what we get. I'm going to go drop back down here. We'll have to find another way to get back up there, but yeah, see, you can see where those things are all doing their jakiness. Now those should all pull back. Yes, that's good. And as you saw up top, both those blocks extended too. You can only see the one on the left, but yeah. So that should be correct on this side. So I think I've got that part wired up. Now really I just have to do the same thing over here, and I think in the interest of time I'm going to spare you the build part of that, but it's just going to be exactly the same. I'm just 1 block lower, so I'm going to do that guy and then this, we get the same little pulse that we were talking about before, and then I'm going to build my way up here this exact same way here and throw my torch there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do that off camera, since you've already seen me do it once on one side and you saw how it starts over here. Oops, almost forgot that guy. But yeah, so now that you have seen that, I will, like I said, I'll spare you the details on this side of it, and I will be right back once I have this wired up. Okay guys, so I've finished with the wiring on this side. It's pretty ugly, so I'm definitely going to want to try and find some way to cover it up. Yeah, I think I can think of something or other, but like I said, it definitely gives a lot of mass to this platform up here. But yeah, the wiring, like I said, it's the same on this side as it was before. On the other side, the only difference is once we get to the top, we don't have to worry about wiring up the piston pusher system that's there. As long as I put that on, as long as I wired that to the correct side, which I think I did. I think whatever your low side is that you start on is what you want to control your piston pusher. But I would show you right now, but there's one more step that we have to do, or this happens. We just get shoved right out. We've got to actually build the glass in this thing so that we can actually go up the elevator and not get shoved out of it. And I'm kind of half tempted. Nah, I was gonna say I could actually carry this fence across here and block in this side with the fence, but I think that's gonna look a little janky. I'm just gonna go ahead and use glass to do it, and that way it'll be nice. We can see out of it and we don't have to worry about anything obstructing our view. And I just realized I'm probably gonna take some fall damage here on the way down, so let's see if I can brain my way out of this. Ooh, kind of close. Let's see, we can minimize it, right? Come on, give me something to stick to. Oh, alright, that'll work. Okay, good deal. And now I can make sure that I get it all the way to the top here too and don't get shoved down at the top. Because yeah, the glass is very important in this, otherwise, like I said, you will get shoved out. Yeah, it's not too bad. I can take that for a little bit of a fall. I did get some cows over here, well, or not over here, but cook some cows up too, so if you notice that I have steak in my inventory and I didn't before, that is why. So let's go ahead and give this thing a try. Like I said, I'm not worried about getting too centered here. I'm just going to try and get right here-ish, and we'll hit the button. And up we go. Well, I did take a little bit of damage here. I wonder if there's a way to slow. I think what's happening is I'm getting hit by the pistons up top. Maybe they're coming out a fraction of a second too soon. Let's see here. I'm at full health right now, so let's see what happens. Yeah, take a half a heart of damage for some reason. Huh. That's kind of odd. I don't remember that happening in my test world. So I wonder, maybe I'll take a look at the test world and see if there's something weird going on. Or you know what? There was one other thing. I don't think this will make a difference, but maybe I'm getting shoved to the left or the right once I get up here. Let's try it one more time. But yeah, you can see the reliability of this thing is pretty good. Some of the other ones I was looking at, they seem to work sometimes, but not others. But this one appears to work every time. And yeah, we're still taking a half a heart of damage. So I'm gonna take. Whoa, damn, that would have been stupid. I'm gonna take a look in my test world, and oh, that was a bad idea too. I'm gonna take a look at my test world and see if I can't figure out what's causing that, and see if I can't get it fixed. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I figured out why I wasn't taking damage in my creative world, and the answer to that question is I was in creative mode, so therefore nothing would hurt me. I actually just dropped right out of creative mode, and sure enough I took damage. So anyway, I'm going to check the length on this thing, but I have a feeling we have probably reached the end here. So, and it's probably a pretty good stopping point anyway. I'm going to go ahead and call it quits here, and if you guys like the video, please like it, thumb up it, yeah, you know what I mean, click the little thumbs up thing in there. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. I'll continue to put these things out, and the next video we will, I guess, yeah, I'll probably wait. I may as well kind of decorate this thing with you guys in the next video. Just some initial thoughts that I've got is some kind of a dome, maybe kind of a roof to this thing, since it's nice and centered definitely on this thing now. I think would be nice. I definitely want to make sure that I have water somewhere in here, so that if I do run like a little screaming girl from the Nether, because I'm on fire from lava, as I did so many times earlier, I don't really have the lava issue that I used to have, but in case I do, I will have some water up here, not just for decorative elements, but also in case I need to put myself out. So, yeah, as you see, I think this thing works pretty well. Like I said, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It'll really help me out a lot. And if you have not subscribed, please do, and I will catch you guys next time.